Because when you're subscribed to the actual channel, you know what I mean? You go on the channel and you see everything is neat and clean, bro. I got a whole playlist of just new and recent episodes. Then I got a playlist 50,000 and better views. Then it's the All Murder playlist, the All Sequan playlist, the El Famous playlist, the Wise playlist. You feel me? Then I'm working on this All Laz playlist. You know, it's a million stories I gotta add. All Shannon Briggs, When Chasing Your Eggplant Goes Wrong, Brooklyn Legacy playlist. You heard? And the list goes on. New York State Prison, Rikers Island Legends. Everything is neat and clean and in order. You heard? If you don't want to see nothing but the newest episodes, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to that playlist. Recent and new episodes only. You know, this channel helped a lot of dudes realize that it's way more out there for us than crime. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the lives we live is movie worthy, TV worthy, stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's making a lot of dudes think differently, move differently, and care and appreciate their freedom and their future a lot more. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the breakthroughs we making with this channel. So let's keep in mind, we share a lot of these stories, and a lot of these stories is from a past, from a different life. You feel what I'm saying? And we moving forward to the future. Now I mean, with nothing but positivity. You heard? Peace, LAZ.
So then I start doing a light jog. You know, a light one where you're kind of trying to hold a hammer, but you don't want to put your hand right there when you're doing a light jog, because to the onward, because it's like, oh, something's going on. So I'm trying to light jog someone. I bust that light jog. This motherfucker did a Jimmy Fox snooker dive. Nah, what had happened, right, was that, well, you know I got a lot of clients, man. So my guy, when I touched down, my dude, this is who I was banging with, right? And so he just came home from a little bit, I think in Jersey or somewhere, or maybe an island a little bit, whatever the case may be. He met up with his Spanish dude that was in the spot with him. So when the Spanish dude came home, they kicked it or whatever the case may be. Cool ass dude, man. I ain't gonna say his name because in his hood, you know what I mean? But so big boy was like, yo, I got something for you, man. I know what you remember when we was locked. You was telling me the type of line of work you and your boy do. I got something for y'all. So my man hits me like, yo, my dude said he got some short shot right up our alley, some heavy action. So I was like, well, who's this dude? So he like, yo, you know, dude, I was just jammed up with, good dude, you know what I mean? So I'm like, alright, cool, let's go check him first. You know what I'm saying? So we pulls up and check him out. When we go check him, you know, good energy, good vibe. But he was also, the main, I really liked it about him because he was straight stand up and he was straight to the point of, yo, look, this is what's going on. But my man's in him is the one who put me onto it. So I'm basically getting them right here to be on that one-on-one with y'all. So I was like, alright, cool. So his man pulled up, right? So his man on some, yo, straight shit, son, yo, this is it. This is the come up. Now let me tell you something, bro. For how long I've been doing this type of work, right? There's quite a few things I've learned, right? And the number one thing I learned was that on a lineup, when a motherfucker lining something up for you, it's like a 50-50, meaning that a lot of motherfuckers be trying to get motherfuckers lined up that they're disgruntled with or they don't like. You know what I mean? And it's not really a technical, yo, that's it, I'm telling you that's it, and they don't have no feelings with it. So I gotta feel out if a dude just trying to get, you know, somebody, or maybe an adversary, maybe it was somebody that competition, you know, all the type of things you gotta factor in when somebody just giving you something if I don't know you. You know what I mean? So the point is, I was like, alright. So as I'm hearing it out, my vibe's like, nah, this is just organic. I'm like, alright, cool. So after we finished chopping it up on our way back on the FD, I'm telling my boy like, yo, man, my spirit's feel good about that. I'm ready to knock that down. So he like, alright, that's all I need to hear. So maybe like 3 days later, it was the go down, right? Alright, so the go down is supposed to be early in the morning. How they locked it up, they was like, yo, in the spot, you know what I mean? Everything shit, man. You know anything about the D work? Because we were supposed to go get these D boys up, boys that do that D. So basically, it was based on time frame. You know, everybody, go and cop at certain times and they shut down. So it's like you gotta get it in the morning if you want the robustness of the roast beef. You know what I mean? So alright. So we up there, we laying, we waiting, boom. So then what we really waiting is for the broad. So they had a broad that was gonna knock on the door and get us in, right?
So this was a projects.
This was a project. Yes, this was a project.
And what time was this?
This was, well, we've been there, when you gotta nip nap. You know what I'm saying? It mainly you gotta sit and wait and you know what I'm saying, and trade the situation. But as we was playing, she didn't get there till like 9, right?
In the morning?
Yeah, 9, and all this is in the morning, right? And this kind of neighborhood was basically mixed. It was like, some Spanish brothers, you know what I'm saying? Some Dominican brothers, some black brothers, a little bit of everything was around this spot, you know what I mean? So, all right, when they like, yo, homegirl here, all right, cool. So we goes in the building, right? So then when we go in the building, we goes up to the floor. It's a high floor, like 11, 12, something like that. So now the broad comes, so we waiting in the exit, but we got the door open to the exit. So you don't hear like, you know how the doors open and close, you know what I mean? Pissy urination, you know what I mean? That gets all on the fucking, the levels and the knobs and the hinges of the door, right? So the broad knocks, bang, 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 right? So boy comes to the door, so I hear him having dialogue with her, but she's resilient, like, no, nah, boom, blah, 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 blah. So he's waiting, he's not, like, opening the door like just to open the door actually. So he opened the door, right? So now when homegirl get the door open, right? She do a fake step in, but then she step backs out. By the time she steps out and spin, I'm there, boom. Now when I'm there, he's like, oh, trying to close the door, but I pushes in. Now when I push in, he's still trying to close the door, but my man came right behind me, so we burl in. So when we burl in, it's like a bunch of sneaker boxes right there. So we knocked all them shits over, but homeboy is fighting. Linky ass, he had on some boxes and a BVD, right? No shoes on or nothing. He's scrapping, so we scrapping. So what happened is, somehow, some way, me and my dude wind up bumping into each other, and this dude gets to the door and slip out the door, right? So now when he get out the door, I'm like, damn. I go to the door and try to go after him, but this dude is jumping down flights at a time. You know them kind of niggas. I was never jumped down a flight, whole flight at a time, you know what I'm saying? I took a good 4 steps and get in the wind, but boy got gone. Now keep in mind, the broad that got in the door, she was going down the stairs, right? Now I'm gonna tell you something that I learned later, right? Which is that she dropped her phone, right? During the course that she heard coming downstairs, so she left me. So now, we in the crib, I come back, I'm like, yo, so he like, yo, I said, you found me? He said, nah. I said, come on, go in the other room. So we split up, we went in there, so we ain't finding nothing so far, so I'm like, yo, bro, alright, come on, let's go right here. So we stayed right there for about 2 minutes. I said, yo, we out, son. We can't stay here too long because this shit is a hot district, you know what I'm saying? And homeboy just ran out. So he like, word. So we dips, we goes across across the roof. Now, we going across the roof for the simple fact these was the instructions that the lineup man gave us. Like, yo, y'all come out, go across the roof, boom, 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 bing, bang, bing. So now, me and my understanding, I'm like, okay, I like the fact that motherfuckers laid it out for the brothers, you know what I'm saying? But what happened, I didn't do my own research. Because what happened was, motherfucking, when we went across the roof, went down, something else I learned later on. They had cameras on the roof, right? So, we fucking go downstairs. Now, when we come downstairs in the next building, as soon as I come outstairs, I'm right in front of the next building. I went in. So I said, oh, what type of setup shit is this? This right here just took time off my clock. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? Said, it was just a building right next door to the building?
A building right next door to the fucking building we went into, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now when I see that, I'm saying to my man as we walking, I'm like, yo, what the fuck was that? Like, what's up with your mans in them? Them niggas is like lining us up. What the fuck? So he's like, yo, I don't know. I said, yo, go get this dude that we left the car with, which was his man that he was locked up with, right? He told his man, yo, just spin around the block, you know what I'm saying, until I hit you on the phone. So now when we coming out, and I'm telling him, yo, just go get your man. So then we see Duke. Duke is out there in his drawers, right? And he, go. And he's riling the people up, but it's more like a lot of older Spanish brothers, like Dio and them, they drinking out there, drinking their Bustelo, you know, they drinking their coffee and shit. This was the early morning action they getting. So they looking at him, I see they surround him looking, then he said, oh yeah, he's right there. And then everybody looked, I said, oh shit. So me and my dude walking, so for some reason Duke just started running. But he's running after me, he's coming after me. I'm not running, we not running. He's coming towards me. So I told my man, split up, break out. So he breaks out, he going to get the V. So homeboy's running towards me. So I'm looking at him like, yo, like, what you about to do, yo? I'ma bang your ass, right? So he like, oh, you think you gonna do that? What you got? I said, what I got? I said, yo, man, get away from me, man. I wasn't trying to hit, period. But then I was thinking like, damn, he must be thinking I got something out the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because I smacked him with the hammer a time or two, but he was evasive, you know? So I was like, damn. So now I'm trying to talk to him while I'm walking, and he like, nah, fuck that. So I said, man, all right, man. So then I started doing a light jog. You know, a light one, where you kind of trying to hold a hammer, but you don't want to put your hand right there when you're doing a light jog, because to the onward, because it's like, oh, something's going on. So I'm trying to light jog someone. I bust that light jog. This motherfucker did a Jimmy Fox snooker dive, but he wasn't on the top rope. And the motherfucker tackled me like he was motherfucking Julius Peppers, you heard? So when he tackles me, boom. The slammer slides, right? But it's not that far. So he's on top of me, and you know I'm in a push-up position, right? So he's straddled on top of me, but he see the hammer, but he's trying to hold me at bay. I can't see him, but I'm thinking how he's thinking. So I said, I gotta counterattack his weight. When he trying to shift, I'm just gonna buck. When I buck, I get him off and I get the hammer. That's what happened. I bucked on him. He went up, I got the hammer. So when I got the hammer, I sprinted on him. I said, yo, he ran. So boom, I started walking faster. I got to the parking lot. Then I started getting lower, start dipping. So when I start dipping, I catch up with my dude. So my dude got the V. He like, yo, come on, get in. So he gets in, right? When we get in, keep in mind, I got a backtrack. During that scuffle, dude, my hat came off, right? And when my hat came off, this is going to be the lesson, right? My hat came off, I left that shit. I had to get it going. But when his man, we got to the car and we got his man out the car, I told him, I said, yo, listen, you gotta go back to the scene. My hat dropped, you know what I mean? And I need you to get that hat. He said, all right. Later on that day, he called and said, yeah, yo, I got the hat, it's good. I trashed it. All right, cool. So down, that was that. Bro, 6 months later, right? I'm at my mom's crib, right? So they knocking on the door, doom, 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 right? It's like 6 in the morning, so my mom's is up. She about to go to work. So she like, the only people that could be knocking on this door is them damn people. I said, oh, man. So I go to the door, damn sure right, it's them people. So I said, yo. So she said, what you done did? I said, I ain't nothing. She said, all right, well, open the door, because I got to go to work. So I opens the door, I'm like, yo, what else? So they're like, yo, yeah, we got to take you down because some officers want to try. I said, for what? They said, yo, we don't know. You know, we not. I said, yo, don't put me in no cuffs. I'm not leaving them for my mom's. You cuffing me in front of my mom's, leaving out her billing. I ain't none of that. So they like, all right, cool. Goes downstairs. So now we in front of my mom. So I'm ready to kick it with them. Like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up for real? Whichever. They say, yo, we do not know what they want you for. All they told us to come and see if they could get us. I said, is you the warrant squad? They said, nah, we not the warrant squad. I said, oh, fuck. So now when they taking me, son, I'm going across the bridge. So when I'm going across the bridge, I'm like, damn, what, Manhattan? I hate Manhattan, yo. I hate Manhattan to go to court there, son. They play different. I'd rather stay in the town because, you know, they're going to be lenient with the violence, with the robbery. You know, they look at you different. That's a normal. But up there, nah, they try to hang you high, bro. So I ain't want to go to Manhattan. So when I get up there, they put me in this fucking... this wasn't a precinct, bro. This shit was like in somewhere like right off Broadway, but it was like a task force unit fucking dwelling. They had a robbery squad in there. They had a fucking car thieving squad in there, and they had another squad, a fraudulent squad in there, right? And I'm learning all this because I've been sitting there since they brought me in, and I'm waiting for the officers to come that want to see me. They come around 7:15 or something like that, right? So it was an Italian dude and it was a black dude. Now check the science, bro. Yo, when they get the Italian dude comes first, he come to work first. So he like, oh, okay. He said, yeah, yo, we want to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you some few things. Ain't nothing to be alarmed about or nothing. I said, yeah, all right. He said, look, when my partner comes, we're going to take you out the pen. We're going to put you in this room and we're going to have a conversation. I said, all right, cool. I said, because I got things to do. You know what I mean? He said, yeah. So his partner come, right? The black dude. So when the black dude come, they taking me out the pen. So I'm looking at the black dude. The black dude looking at me. He's looking at me with knowing eyes, like trying to feel me out and trying to see whatever. I don't know. Bro, when he gets in the room, dude's got the yellow folder, so they open the folder, right? And so they like, yo, alright, yo, I got a situation, man. This is what it is, right? He said, dudes be having their little beefs, the guys on this end, they selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? They selling drugs. That's what they do. It don't bother me. It don't affect me in no way, But I know what happened, This guy called you guys. He called you Brooklyn guys. He called you guys to come over here and do a robbery. And, I have no problem with that. But when it's on my shift, it got to be rectified. You're coming over here from Brooklyn to do all type of atrocities? He said, nah. I said, yo, I don't even know what you talking about. What are you talking about? He said, you don't know what I'm talking about? He said, you don't know. I said, nah, I don't know no where from. He said, all right. He said, all right, well, I checked your background. I checked you out, and I figured that, this was gonna. So I'm gonna run the tail of the tape down for my end of you. He said, this is what happened, right? By the way, I want you to know the girl. She told everything. I said, what girl? Who? What are you talking about? So he said the girl dropped her phone, right, trying to flee down the stairs in the scene of the crime. We got her phone, we tracked her down, boom, boom, boom. She told us that got her and got you guys to come over and do this robbery. I said, oh yeah? Okay, so I robbed somebody. He said, it was a home invasion, right? A home invasion. I said, yo, you check my jacket, man? Do my jacket look like anything of that nature right there? He said, no. No, it don't. You're right. He said, however, right? Let me finish spilling my tail of the tape. He said, so you press folded. I said, oh yeah? He said, now, he showed me the pictures, right? On the roof, right? He showed me the hat. And then he said, yo, I have the hat. The hat have your DNA on it, right? And this is why we're sitting here with this discussion. That's you right there on the day of the robbery in the building, right? On the roof, right? So what you did, you went on the roof and came down on the other side. I said, yo, that's me. You saying that's me right there? So he like, yeah, that's you. So I said, nah, that ain't me. So then he like, well, okay, I just told you that and the girl is talking, they telling. I said, well, I hear you. And I have your hat. This is your hat. This is on you. That's your hat. I said, okay, cool, right? So then, so he's asking, he's still trying to interrogate me, So then I said some shit like, yo, man, hey, this is wasting time, man. You sitting here saying it's me, I'm telling you it's not me, you're not believing me, I'm not believing you. Let's go to the show, yo. So the black dude, son, he put his hands on the desk, like both his hands, like to get up, like I'm out of here. Like, and that's when it clicked to me, bro. What they had tried to do was they was trying to get me to tell. They had little pieces, right? But they didn't have the glue, right? They didn't have the glue to synchronize everything into one collage, right? So what they tried to do is get me to tell on myself, right? And then he said some slick shit. He said, yo, that's you and this person right here. This is your co-defendant on a particular case that happened. I said, yo, you got me mixed up, bro. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. So when I told you, the black dude put his hands up like, yeah, that's it, it's over with. It's over. He didn't say that, but that action is putting his hands up and getting up to leave lets me know, like, oh, so they basically was trying to squeeze me, right, to put myself at the scene of this crime. And since I am who I am, the black dude is like, he basically gave me a hint, like, you did right, this is over with. So when he gets up to get up, his partner was looking like, and black dude was like, man, I'm out. The Italian dude was more so like, all right, this how you want to play? I said, yo, I'm not playing with you, man. I got no time to be playing. I'm serious about my shit. So he said, all right. So they sat me in the pens, right? He sat me in the pens. When he sat me in the pens, I'm downstairs. I'm in the court. I'm under the courts now. Been down there in the morning time. It's damn near 7 o'clock at night, bro. So now everybody then came. The second fucking bus then came and dropped dudes off. Them dudes went to court, left. So I say to the court officer, I says, yo, what's up with my situation? He said, like, who you? So I tells him the government information. He said, I'll be back. Left, he came back, he said, yo, it's a name for it. I don't remember the name. But he said, yo, your case is bung, bung, bung. So I said, okay, what's that? He said, they basically gonna dismiss it. They don't got enough evidence to indict you on. You know what I'm saying? They don't got enough. So I said, all right, cool. So he said, after I get this round up, I'm gonna go get your paperwork, pull you, and let you go. So I said, all right, cool. Now when I hear that, I'm like, oh shit. So I gets out, right? So when I get out, I pulls up on my dude. I tells my dude, yo, bro, this is what they did to me. This is what they had. They had your flick. They had my flick. They had us. Boom, boom, boom. But what they wanted me to do, he said, but how did they get you, bro? So now check this out. At the time, my co-defendant was still jammed up, right? So when he called me, like that day, I talked to him. Yeah, I talked to him that day, and I was telling him, and he was like, yo, let me tell you what your situation is. He said, this is your situation. He was like, yo, anything found, like this is from a burglary. They changed the statute of burglaries. Like they made burglary, at this time they made burglaries into attempt murder, because if you enter somebody's crib, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna do something to them. You know what I mean? In a dwelling. So that's when they changed that whole statute. But also in that same statute, what they were saying that if somebody have an article, if I have a hat, a jacket, or something, and it's found in somebody's crib, that puts me to the scene of the crime. Now, if I have an item of mine that's outside of the crib, they can't pick that up and use that in no form or fashion in a DNA for a conviction, because it's outside. I give hats away. You know, it's a whole bunch of crackheads I give hats to. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of shit I give garments to. Yeah, it might have my DNA, but it got somebody else's DNA on it too.
Yeah, that shit could have fell off your head. That shit could have fell off outside of your car.
A good wind gust.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Coming off that Hudson. You know what I mean? So the point was, I learned that, and I was like, oh shit. So basically, you know, they had me, but due to the fact that they found the hat outside, right? The DA was like, man, I'm having a hard time convicting. Fuck that, throw it away. So they got rid of the shit, threw the shit away. And I was on parole at the time, right? So what had happened, I went and I told my parole officer. So she was like, Miss Smith, she was like, yo, go get a disposition or something like that. You know, basically a disposition stating that they can't even come and try you on this no more. It's done, it's squashed, it's dead, it's everything, right? She said, I need the disposition to handle to my superior, because you just can't stay out of nothing, you know? I don't give a damn if you beat it. Like, still, you're fucking following around. So I said, yo, Miss Smith, I don't know. They tried me. I beat it. I feel I shouldn't even have to hear this from you. I should be seeking sympathy from you for all this unnecessary harassment of abusive of authority that comes my way. I'm thinking if anybody, I should be able to talk to you and you know, in some form of fashion where you could see the bigger picture. So she like, yo, don't try that shit on me. Go get the shit and bring the shit back. I went and got the shit and brought the shit back. Now, right, thereafter, I'm telling my guy, yo, I want your mans in them, son. Them niggas just lined me up for a knockoff, son. You know what I mean? So he like, yo, bro, everything being real, I'm feeling your energy on that. I'm agreeing with you on that. He said, but right now, we need to stay clear, present danger of them dudes. I don't know what done happened with them from what you told me. You said they just snatched up the girl. Like, they might be looking at them dudes or something like that. I said, oh shit, word, you right. And that was the situation with that, and that was based on, you know, and the lesson was, it's basically like, you can't have too many people in a pot when you trying to chef up something. You know what I'm saying? My dude had his man. His man was getting information from these boys, and like it was just way too much shit. That was way too many people involved, and I normally don't do a bunch of involvement when it's time to do my shit.
Niggas had the Ocean's 11 squad, man.
Oh, son. And the thing was, but yet still, I goes off my vibe. You know what I'm saying? I felt the vibe. The vibe was good, so I'm like, alright, I'm fucking with it. But nah, them dudes gave me a dummy mission. Them dudes wasted like 10 minutes off my time running right just to come out in the same block, or I had to go that way. Yeah, son, because the other way was a dead end. Like, I was tight behind that, and then to get Jimmy Fly super snookered in broad daylight. Come on, son. That shit was just way too much for my characteristics on the time of that. You know what I mean? So